Well, good
what are we going to talk
afternoon,
about today?
everyone. I hope everyone is doing fantastic out there. Welcome to Find Ways to Win with Fitzgerald Stevens. At Saturday, we do a segment called Fall is Ball. Fall is Ball. So today we're going to be talking about the number two, the University of Georgia, versus number three, the University of Alabama. The game is going.
Whoa, 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 whoa! When was there a change in the polls?
Yeah, there was a change in polls, man. They evidently they took upon the fact that Ole Miss scored some points on us, and they thought Georgia was better after coming off an incredible win against Tennessee. So we're looking as far as with that. So hey,
come from behind win.
Well, that makes more venues out there. We'd like to give special shout outs to the COVID-19 team that brother Nick Saban got. I mean, go diagnosed Thursday, cleared and cured Saturday. Man, we need to find out. We need to find out the way they're doing these things because COVID's been taking a lot of time out of our schedules all over there. But somehow Coach Saban and the good President Trump, they have some cure that the public needs to know of. So we think this game is going to obviously have national championship implications. They put that up every year. Now, I'm not gonna love it.
Hold on. What's that say?
Alabama's number 2 and Georgia number 3, but we about to leapfrog you guys.
Okay, I misquoted that because I thought Georgia leaped us. Okay, so this game
start this thing over, man. What you doing?
I just thought maybe that's the thing I shouldn't be thinking. I shouldn't be thinking for it like that. But what we're talking about right now, this is going to be a huge game. Now they say that every year because Georgia early in the year. In Alabama early in the year, they're both two Lions going head to head.
When you say huge, what does that mean?
Possible for national championship implications, and particularly a good way to seeing who would be the top dog that comes out the SEC championship in Atlanta. I mean, I expect now that Florida has hung up the cleats for the year, and rightfully so. I expect Georgia to come out the East. I definitely expect Alabama to come out the West. And so usually those teams go head to head. And it is no accident that the road to the national championship seems to consistently run through the SEC. Okay, as far as the way that the scheme is going. Georgia, we can't knock what Kirby Smart, former defensive coordinator for the University of Alabama, has done with that team, and particularly what he is doing with that defense. When we also noticed this, and we can't take this for anything. Alabama's defense has been very much suspect, since Kirby Smart left. Okay, so we can't ignore that. But
the defense is not nearly as exposed as that piece of shit coach we got. That defensive coordinator since last year. They
ain't calling no profanity on this kids-friendly show. But what we're looking at right here, the defensive coordinator for Alabama. This is the last shot at the OK Corral. He must perform today, or I predict he will be gone. You cannot consistently keep putting close to three games that we played, and
granted, Georgia's offense can't touch Ole Miss's offense. There's no comparison.
This is true.
There's no comparison. There's no comparison. No comparison.
Mr. Zigman, I'm going to take.
You got a quarterback. You got a quarterback that is going to feel it today. Number one, Georgia don't bring the same offense to the table that Ole Miss did. That's no excuse for the defense. I'm going to tell you right now, that QB in Ole Miss got a lot more hops than that QB at Georgia. No?
I haven't seen Kiffin call the offense. It can go both ways. Put it like this. We'll hold on. Stop the
Prince, show. Both ways, Prince?
Hold on.
What?
Stop. We are going to perform. I mean, we're going to shock. Now, our running game is suspect. Our starting running back, Zamir White, he shouldn't be starting. But so our running game's a little bit suspect. But outside of that, man, our offense is going to do very well today.
Time out. Your offense ain't going to do shit. The best offense Georgia got is their defense. Bottom line. Number one defense in the country. Number one defense in the country. That puts points on the board. And they did against Tennessee. Not just with turnovers, But when you can keep a team on 3rd and long on the regular, or you keep the team on their end of the field, that's going to be the task for Alabama. If we can't beat up that defense, I say, if we can't put 30 on Georgia, we got a problem today. We might lose a game.
Well,
we might lose a game. I got the game 42-32.
It's funny you mention that. Now, I wanted to get another special guest, and hopefully we can get him to dial in before the show ends. I already talked to him this morning. That would be Tony Ricciazzi, my old boss and supervisor. But I used to work at a software company. Also, a University of Georgia alumni, Dr. Anthony Paul Ricciazzi to be for a fact. But he told me to give you guys a score out there in viewerland. He said Georgia 42, Alabama 21. I asked him, was he breathing too much of that cold air up there in Buffalo, New York? But he seen. I said it. So you're telling me that you're going to hold our offense, along with Najee Harris, you're going to hold us to 3 scores this game?
That's the only way they win. That's the only way Georgia wins today. Georgia, let's put it this way. Georgia's offense can't touch Ole Miss's offense. However, Ole Miss's defense can't touch Georgia's defense. So that means we ain't hanging 60 on Georgia. That ain't happening today.
No, we're not. No, we're not
going to happen.
No, we're not.
But the question is going to be, I want to say it's going to be about the turnovers, but I want to know who it is that's going to stop who. If Georgia can put Mac Jones in check, we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in trouble. But I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Georgia's DBs and linebackers can keep up with our receivers. And if they can, okay. Let's say they can.
We got the best.
Okay, so that means you guys are going to play man-to-man, correct?
No, we'll run zone.
You run zone. You're not going to run zone with our receivers that will just catch the ball underneath and then go 10 yards. No. You're not running zone. Yes, you're going to run man. Because didn't Ole Miss try and do that zone shit? We exploit that. Because you're going to have to cheat.
We're not talking Ole Miss defense. We're talking Georgia.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is, if you run zone, then we're just going to pick 5 yards off underneath all day.
No.
And you guys are going to have to cheat at some point.
We'll bring the pressure. I mean, it's not going to happen.
Okay. Our offensive line got no pressure from anybody this year. None. So unless Georgia brings the pressure and it could allow you guys to give up 5-yard chunks, you can't afford to give up 5-yard chunks. You're going to have, and then not to mention, the running attack and the passing attack at Bama's balanced. It's balanced. So you're going to stop one or the other, not both. So what do you think Georgia's key today is going to be on the defensive side to stop Bama? Stop the run or stop the pass?
I think if we keep Najee Harris in check, we'll be just fine. I'm very confident in regards to the pressure that we could bring and our defensive secondary. So we keep Najee Harris in check. You got to understand, Tennessee got what, 26 rushing yards against us? I don't think a team this year has gotten more than 40 or 50 total rushing yards against us this whole
year. We were today.
Alabama. Okay. You haven't. Okay. You can't compare those other teams.
Was I not on this channel 2 weeks ago? And did I not tell Fitz I'll give him Auburn plus 10 points on that bet?
Hold on. Okay. Doesn't Fitzgerald owe you some Chick-fil-A?
He owe me Chick-fil-A, man. Thank you.
He owed me a sandwich. I don't think you took that bet.
You need 10 points.
You need to stay away from that GMO chicken.
Let me tell you, what's going to happen, it's going to be between the 20s. From the 20 to the 20 today is what's going to happen. I think Alabama's defense is going to be in trouble if we let Georgia in the red zone. We're going to be in trouble, no doubt about it.
No, I think you guys are underestimating Alabama defense. No. I'm underestimating the coach to get his shit together to have that defense. He's not going to have that problem this time. I assure you.
I don't know, man.
I assure you. I don't think he's really going to have full control over the defense this game. It's too.
That's a different story.
It's too much implication, and his body of work has not been there. We cannot afford to lose to Georgia. As a matter of fact, Georgia can't afford to lose us because the loser are going to drop like a rock.
Yeah, but hold on. I don't think so. Number one. Number two. If the game is close, if it's within, say, 10 points, No, the loser's not going to drop like a rock. Not at all.
Okay, well then
But
that
Prince,
means Georgia goes down to number 8. Then okay,
but
that's cool.
Prince, but Prince, does Kirby's job come into question if he loses to Saban again?
No, not at all. Who are you going to replace him with? That's the question.
I'm not arguing with that.
Yeah. Kirby's doing a great job. Who are you going to replace him with? Unless we can hire Saban. I'll take Saban. Throw 15 million down and say, come on, throw 15 million down on me. We'll come.
Texas
they don't get part of the
Texas
concession, part of the parking, part of the stadium. Just give him whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, give him wherever he wants. Bring him on.
University of Texas already does do that.
I don't think.
Now, gentlemen, I'm taking a.
Go ahead.
I'm taking the approach of Alabama 35. University.
Yo, Fitz, are you on Wi-Fi?
Georgia.
Yeah, you break it up, Gerald.
23.
Are you on Wi-Fi, man? He done froze. See that?
Yeah, he froze up on us.
Okay. There you go. Alabama 35, University 23.
Prince, as Fitzgerald gets his broadband in check there. I don't think Kirby Smart that you can put him in the same categories as Mark Richt at all.
No. He's way better than Mark Richt. I mean,
no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Because Mark, I said it last time. I'll say it again. That game, the SEC championship game, he did not coach that game properly. And the game in the national championship, I just think Kirby Smart. I mean, who saw Tua coming in doing what he did?
No one saw that.
Nobody saw that coming.
Nobody saw that. Yeah.
2nd and 26 in overtime. Who saw that coming, man?
Nobody saw that coming.
No. So I think you're right. I think Kirby's job will be safe.
I saw it.
But I think Kirby's going to be an angry dude if he loses today.
I saw it. I never gave up on my beloved Tide. Well, they did have me worried there.
No, but I would say this: it takes a lot of guts to pull your starting quarterback and put in a freshman in the bowl championship game. It takes a lot of guts to do.
Okay, but not as much guts when your first half Jalen Hurts couldn't do a thing, and secondly, Tua came in as a blue chip. So from that perspective, okay, but yeah, pull it. It's funny. I was saying at halftime they got to pull Hurts out. He ain't got the legs for it. They stuffed him bad, man. He couldn't do nothing. Plus we had that bullshit offensive coordinator. He was calling a crappy game. Crappy game. I don't think was that Sarkisian or that the Dabo guy who came from New England.
I think it was Sarkisian.
That's right. Because was that the year Lane Kiffin? They gave him the boot like right before the playoffs.
No, he left to go to FIU.
He had left already.
Not before that.
Yeah, he left to go to FIU, Florida National, or Florida University, wherever he went. Yeah.
Yeah, that game plan in the first half for Georgia.
Let me pose this question right here, because it always seems like obviously with you and I, Jim, being Alabama alumni, Dynas being Georgia alumni, seems like Dynas gets a little picked on, rightfully so. They deserve it. But let's just go ahead. Let's just say, and no one, and going on 22, or Nick Saban is 22-0 against his former assistants. That includes Kirby Smart and Luke.
About to be 22-1. About to be 22-1.
Okay, but let's say this. I'm going to do a little balanced approach. What does it mean for Georgia, Kirby Smart, to get a victory in Tuscaloosa over Nick Saban? I think it will be on par of what LSU did to Alabama.
No, bigger. Because LSU was one and done.
What does that mean to the program?
LSU has not. If you look at like the last 10 years, Georgia's been more consistent than LSU. If Georgia beats us today in Tuscaloosa, that is going to give Georgia a huge edge on recruiting, more than Auburn beating Alabama. LSU, look, everybody knew LSU was one and done. You lose a quarterback, you lose a running back, you lose a wide receiver, you lose an offensive coordinator. They're done. And you know it. They're not going to come back from that. Georgia, like Clemson and like Alabama, the last, I'd say 6 years, consistent every single year, consistent. So I think it's going to help. It would boost Georgia's stock big time. LSU, that's the first time they beat us in 8 years. Come on.
That is true. But would Georgia take over the #1 position from Clemson with a win over Alabama today?
Absolutely. No brainer. Absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
It depends how they win. It depends how they win.
No, we win. We're going #1.
Look, you got Clemson's thumping Georgia Tech right now. Granted, it's a cupcake. I know, I get it. But they doing what they're supposed to do. The only knock on Georgia was that they let Tennessee hang around longer than they should have hung around.
Yeah, but
that's the only knock. But they would have to bury us. If they hang 40 on us and we only score less than 25, Georgia's gonna be the new #1. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Okay. You think they're gonna beat us by how many, Prince?
I'll say at least by 7.
Keep a respectful smile on your face, when you do that.
We're negotiating. Hold on. We're negotiating. So since he thinks Georgia's gonna win by 7, that means you have no problem giving me Alabama and 6 points or some Chick-fil-A, right?
Make it 5. Make it 5.
I ain't doing 5, son. I'm not doing 5.
Set up right now. A win over Georgia with Alabama, I don't think it moves us up. I still think we hold the #2 spot. But
we're not going to go to #1.
But a win for Georgia over Alabama, I do believe it propels Georgia to #1.
I think I'm going to tell you right now. Depending if this game is close, neither one of us. I think the loser's going to drop a couple spots. That's it. The winner will not move up if it's a close game.
Right. Okay, no. enough of the Twilight Zone scenarios. We know dang well that Georgia's not going to beat Alabama. They have consistently proven that they can't get it done when the big stage matters. Okay, a great team. I'm not going to a good team.
Let me ask you this: are there any fans allowed in Bryant-Denny today?
Of course,
they are. How? What are they doing? 20%, 30%?
Probably, I think 20 or 30%.
I'm going to put in things.
You hear that clown in Florida?
I'm not sure, but I'm not sure. But what I'm saying, and all joking aside, until Georgia starts winning on the big stage, Jim, do anybody really take them serious? This is a regular season.
You have to take them serious. You have to. You got to take them serious because if you look at if you go back to the national championship game, you go back to that SEC championship game when Jalen Hurts came in off the bench in the second half. You got to take Georgia serious. Georgia has lost to us by one play 3 times in a row. One play. So
hey, Jim,
take them serious.
Jim, Dinaz. You lose by 1 point or 100 points. What do they call it?
That's not the point. That's not your question. That's not the question. That's not the question.
And you consistently lose by points like that, but you lose. You walking down the thing and you get your theme song every year for the University of Georgia, and I do believe in my heart of hearts, this is their theme song. We will get them next year. Now, you do this consistently. You showing the cats consistently that you don't walk off the trail, the field with your head high. You played a good game, but you're not getting the win. Now, what did that do to the psyche of
let me ask you,
like that?
What did it do to the psyche of Alabama when we lost the national championship game twice to Clemson?
It really, man. I don't even like to mention it right now. I just don't like that. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing.
It's a two-way street, brother. It's a two-way street. You can't say that Georgia's done, but then come up with Alabama.
I'm not saying I'm just saying
the cream rises, bro. The cream always rises. Georgia, Clemson, Ohio State, Alabama. The last 6 years, that's been the tough part of the schedule right there. That's it. Who else you got?
Well, as the Randy man, as the Macho Man Randy Savage will say, the cream always rises to the top.
Always, man.
Is the cream.
And Ohio State really, they haven't done anything yet.
Now we look at we got to we have to.
Do they start this week or next week?
Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and say the same thing with Alabama. Alabama really hasn't done anything yet. You know, this is
Ohio
a test
State's
for both
conference
teams.
announced they were coming back, I think, 2 weeks ago. So I think today. Or no, wait. They better start playing soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm playing soon. Yeah.
If they don't, they're gonna be in trouble. Let me see here. Damn. Clemson hanging 45 in the first half on Georgia Tech. Woo!
This is Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Great engineering school. Pretty helmet. Midtown Atlanta. Great place to be. But, you know, football, they are not.
Ohio State's not playing this week. They're not playing this week, Prince.
Oh, yeah, so it's next week. I guess next week.
The biggest, and I don't even call it a threat, and I'm not going to use it a challenge. The biggest what was I say? The most tested that Clemson has already passed with Miami. That was the one
that was a disappointment.
Clemson, they got to play Notre Dame. They still got to play Notre Dame.
Well, and like Prince said, don't sleep on North Carolina. North Carolina looks strong. Either.
Yeah,
North Carolina look strong.
Oh yeah. You know, Downass, I'd like to thank you for turning me on to North Carolina. I was telling a Miami fan about North Carolina last night because he was kind of bummed out about the Clemson loss. But I was saying, hey, North Carolina is it's looking at pretty dang good. And thank you guys for getting me on that and stuff like that. So, Jim, you made a very good point. You said with the top 5 and not the top 3 programs in recruiting. You know, I think Georgia picked up this incredible athlete on offensive line, 6'7" out of Cockburn, Georgia. You know, 5-star recruit. So Alabama and Georgia, you know, they're like two heavyweight titans, you know, in the recruiting game. Does this really give either an edge with this victory? I mean, because when we get recruits,
without a doubt. That's why I said before. Whoever wins this game, our
recruiting status is this.
Look, the only way.
Okay.
Get your internet straight. The only way that if Georgia loses today to Alabama but wins the national championship, today's loss means nothing, and the other way around too. If Georgia wins today, they're gonna have a leg up on recruiting unless Bama wins the national championship. They're gonna. It's just plain and simple. That offensive lineman, he got recruited by Bama, Clemson, Georgia. He went to Georgia. He stayed home. Kirby Smart's doing a good job.
Georgia's producing some outstanding home talent, and
Kirby Smart.
Both teams are known to keep a lot of their studs. Well, both teams do a lot great keeping their home talent, but you know, we must see. What's that?
You just can't walk into Georgia anymore and take the talent. It's not going to happen. Kirby Smart's good.
Well, you know what? Okay, well, so is Dabo Swinney, and he's walking in Alabama, taking some of the talent out there. And he's walking in Georgia.
He ain't taking 5-star recruits. Well, Dabo can't walk into Georgia and get a 5-star. Not gonna happen.
Alabama can. And here's how we do it. Because when Saban goes up there, you know, I understand he takes them down. Hold on, hear me clear, Prince. Hear me clear. You're gonna think I'm throwing a jab at you. And but you know, one of the Saban's methods for recruiting, he simply goes up there and shows them 5 national championship weighing down his 5 fingers. Now that is a powerful statement. You want to win championships, or you want to be known? You know, go to the other schools. You know, you want to have a good things like that. Go to the Georgia, go to Notre Dame, even Stanford. Great. You want to prepare yourself to play for Sunday, and you know, and walk around with a national championship, the crown achievement your player. Here's what we do.
And I have told Fitzgerald this time and time again. Then why even bother playing the game? Then just give Alabama the championship. Just give us all the 5-star recruits. So what's the point?
You don't need you to give us nothing. We take it. You know, that's what we're coming in for what we're seeing about it. Alabama doesn't need any handout from anybody.
I thought this was a sports talk debate, not like some kind of comedy show, man.
Well, I don't consider it a comedy show. I'm talking back. And the fact of the matter is, I'm Alabama alumni, and we seem to
Hey,
consistently
Prince, I'm
win.
trying to explain to Fitz.
Until
There's
someone can really dethrone us, until someone can really do that. Now,
There goes his Wi-Fi.
It's like I'm talking to a Trump supporter, man. The thing is, I told Fitz there's a difference between repping your alma mater and being biased. Fitzgerald is the most biased, subjective Alabama fan I've ever met.
Obviously biased, and let me go ahead and get rid of that right the heck now. Now,
and see, you see what God did? God silenced him because he's talking nonsense. He has been muzzled.
All right. Enough comedy off the show like that. Well, okay. Is Georgia capable of beating Alabama? Absolutely. Are they capable? Yeah. Are they capable of being a blowout? Absolutely. Are they capable of holding it close? Absolutely. The question is, will they? Now, the same exact thing can happen with Alabama. Is Alabama capable of beating Georgia? Absolutely. Is it capable of being a blowout? Absolutely. Is it capable of being
a shootout?
Close? Absolutely. We don't know. We know these two teams, for the lack of better words, are very evenly matched. It's going to be
no. They're not evenly matched. They're not evenly matched. Our defense is shit. They're not evenly matched. Our offense is better. Their defense is better.
I think
I saw a stat. Only six times since they started taking the polls has the number one offense played the number one defense during the regular season. 6 times. Now, how many times would you say the number one defense won out of those 6 games?
Well, I know defense wins championships.
I didn't say championships. I said regular season games. How many times did the number one defense beat the number one offense in the regular season?
Would I say?
I give them 4 out of 6 times.
Yeah, I was thinking 4.
5.
About to be 6 tonight.
So right now, the odds are against Alabama right now. And every time Nick Saban beats one of his assistant coaches, his odds get higher and higher for a loss. You can't stay undefeated. You can't. It's not going to happen. So every time Nick Saban wins, he's one step closer to that loss. Because you 21-0, come on. Who saw that coming?
Right.
Jimbo Fisher twice? He beat Jimbo Fisher twice. I mean, I think what's going to come down to is who stops who. Does Georgia's defense stop our offense, or does our offense run over their defense? Bottom line.
Najee Harris is on the tear, man. Najee Harris is on the tear.
Don't sleep on that boy Robinson. That backup is like every other Alabama game. Next man up. Our number 2 running back always gets good shine. So they can focus on Najee. But you got another guy. The bottom line, if our offense puts up 30 plus, we win in this game. If Georgia's defense stops us under 30, we're going to lose this game. No doubt. We got to score on almost every damn drive.
Okay. Okay. So I will agree with that. Let me go ahead and talk football instead of fan ball. Okay. Which I'm also talking about it. So hey, man. But looking far as well, we already talked about recruiting. We've already talked.
Let me ask Prince a question. I asked you earlier on the telephone. Prince, win or lose,
go ahead.
Najee Harris gets 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Is he still the front runner for the Heisman? Win or lose?
So you're saying a quarterback from Clemson is not the front runner right now? I would say he is a front runner.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, if he beats Georgia, if he hangs 100 yards on Georgia and 2 rushing touchdowns, does that make him the front runner? Win or lose?
Over Trevor Lawrence's body of work right now.
Right now.
Now, Najee had 5 touchdowns last week?
Yeah.
And what did he have the week before?
3, 2. 2. I think he's had at least 2 every week.
I would say he's a front runner between him, Trevor Lawrence, and then Justin Fields is going to start playing next week.
So then if Alabama wins the game,
Right.
and Najee does $150 and 3 touchdowns, is he the front runner? Can he become the front runner because of this game? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He can.
It's number one defense, man. He should not get 100 yards today on the number one defense. There's no way. If he does, that's going to say something. And like you said, with Trevor Lawrence playing Georgia Tech today, okay, the Miami game, okay, according to the polls, that was a good win for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Miami is just a little overhyped. I don't know.
Miami's overhyped. I believe they're overhyped.
Miami, North Carolina, who wins that game?
Oh, they playing today?
No, but who would win when they play?
No, I'm taking North Carolina.
That's a statement win right there, man.
I'm taking North Carolina.
That'll be a good win. I'm sorry, F. Please continue.
You talk around there because you know what? I must admit, man, I'm going to have to take the detox program to get out of my obviously one-sided view of my alma mater. And you know what? Not to defend that too much, but you have to understand the pedigree where I come from. Alabama born and raised, University of Alabama grad. We win so dang consistently. I can afford to talk like this. Because until someone can basically put it down like Alabama has. Now we know Clemson is coming up, but good God, come on, guys. What about 6 championships like in the last 12 years? I mean, so I look at that.
That means nothing. Nothing. You don't get points for past championships, F.
There was a time, college roommate, where you and I saw eye to eye. You went up north and you took a beer somewhere. Come back to me. Come back to me. We went to the game. We were there.
Listen,
You remember
the only thing that we'll agree on.
Hey, you remember when we were 20-year-old kids? You at the University of Alabama going, you was with me. We were here,
the
man.
The only gold standard about Alabama.
Talking to you.
No. The only gold standard about Alabama is this. Everybody brings a sign to their games, says we want Bama. Everybody wants Bama. Nobody says we want Georgia. We want Clemson. We are the gold standard. But that being said, that does not mean we're guaranteed to win the championship every year. It just means we're a good, solid program.
That put guaranteed on anything. The word guarantee in sports shouldn't even go together. I've seen too many flukes in my career, that defies logic. It just doesn't go together. But nevertheless,
okay, speaking of guarantee, are y'all gonna guarantee the Braves win today or what? What are they doing, man?
I don't watch baseball. I don't know who's yeah, I don't watch baseball. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I would love to see the Braves get in there with the Tampa Bay Rays and 2 young squads. Man. That'd be hot.
That'd be great for Tampa Bay to win it. We're down here. We've already run the Stanley Cup and the Brandon Trophy. But see, this is
that's right. That's right.
So that would be great to go see them. Now I'm not too far from the stadium at all, man. So that would be great to see.
That would.
And now I saw last night. What is Atlanta doing in the NFC in the first place? The National League Championship. How did they get there? I haven't followed baseball much this year.
I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know.
No.
Let's put it this way: they won every playoff game before they played the Dodgers. The Dodgers gave the Braves their first loss in the playoffs, man. That's impressive.
What is the
Braves
series tied at? What is the series tied?
Right now it's 3 games to 2 Atlanta.
I'm taking Atlanta. LA has a way of collapsing in the postseason.
They damn sure do, man. Every single year, man.
You agree? Good night, man. Good night. Just like that time I thought the Chicago Cubs was going to win the World Championship. You didn't believe
Fitz, understand something, man. You like a broken clock. You write twice a day. There it is.
Yeah, man. I'm took about 30 years to get those 2 picks. Okay. All right. So now let's switch the form a little bit. Let's make this not all Alabama, Georgia being, that's the title of the show. What other games should we be looking at today?
Who else plays today? As far as big
matchups today.
Yeah.
No, who else is out there? I mean, Clemson, to me, man, it's not tough to say. Clemson's the number 1 team in the country. They've earned it. They keep it.
Right.
I think with barring anything out of the ordinary.
Does Kentucky beat Tennessee today?
Kentucky's winning right now. Kentucky's winning right now. Yeah.
Kentucky beats Tennessee. No, I think barring any problems or barring any flukes, or I don't know, maybe injuries, I think the Heisman Trophy is Trevor Lawrence's to lose.
Oh shit! The quarterback for Tennessee threw back-to-back pick sixes and he got benched. Oh my God, that's a bad look, man.
Right. Well, yeah, you're gonna throw pick sixes like that, especially back-to-back. Someone got to look at you, give you some bench time, to get your head. Prince Amir, what games stand out to you today, man? I mean, who's out there? What the other stuff happening? But Ohio State not playing the big.
They don't. Big Ten doesn't play the next week. As far as games, Georgia, Alabama. There's really no other games.
So that's it. And Clemson has Clemson's Georgia Tech. When is that Clemson North Carolina game?
Let me see.
No, because that's gonna be that seemed like that has some real nice potential right there. The Clemson playing North Carolina. I mean that not Notre Dame. It should be North Carolina. North Carolina can easily challenge them. I believe that. Now I don't think they'll come up with the W, but
you know what? They don't. Hold on, that's the old schedule. Let me see if the new schedule is.
All right, gentlemen, unfortunately, I got to cut this short. My 80-year-old next door neighbor needs me to bring firewood into her house. So
okay.
That's who was banging on my door.
Hey, let me ask you something up there. Jim, it's about 90 degrees down here in beloved Tampa. What's the weather up there in Connecticut?
Today, it's sunny and 55 degrees, man.
Well, that's not bad. That's not bad, man.
It's cold enough to make my nose run, so that's too cold.
Yeah.
So that's not snow in your beard, because you can come down here in Florida and get that thawed out.
No, that's called just for men. I throw some of that on there. I'll be all right.
Appreciate it, man. That's a long shot, man. When we was like 18 and 19 years old, we first met, buddy. Hey, guess we both got a little older. But one thing for true is that our love for football, our love for sports is not diminished, and includes with Prince Amir. I'd like to thank both of you gentlemen for coming on here today and talking to us. Didas. Also, let me go ahead and do a plug-in that is very much needed and very much appreciated. Jim, we're going to let you start off, man. Tell us what you do and tell us a little bit about your company, and tell us exactly how you're out there serving your community and what are you doing.
Real quick, computer consulting firm for 19 years. I got 5 guys that work for me. We do everything with the exception of programming and software development. But pretty much soup to nuts on networks and whatnot, desktop support, mobile devices, Wi-Fi. So we've been doing that for 19 years now. And in terms of community support, I mean, I just got sworn in last night. I'm going to be working the election polls on election day. I figured, I talk a lot of shit and a lot of people talk a lot, but if you don't put something behind those words, it's just shit. That's all it is. So, I think in this political climate, if you're
right about that,
if you don't like it, if you're not happy, you don't like it, if you're frustrated, if you got anxiety, if you feel tension, then, don't talk about it, be about it. Do something. So I got my official paperwork. I'm going to be working the polls from 5 a.m. till 8 p.m.
That's great, man. That's great.
I'm looking forward to doing that. And, anytime people in the community, they have an issue, like right now with the distant learning, we get a ton of phone calls every day. People's Wi-Fi not working right, or because you can't hardwire Chromebooks. So they need reliable Wi-Fi. So I'm helping people left and right to get their Wi-Fi straight so the kids can go to get their schooling in.
Okay. I didn't hear the name of although I know it, I didn't hear the name of your company. Can you say the name of your company for our viewership, and as well as the website for that, if anybody would like more additional information?
That's zygonline.com, and it's Zig Computer Consulting, ZYG Computer Consulting.
Okay, great, awesome. Much success in 19 years, man. That's no small achievement. I remember when you first really start going into that and stuff. So, Prince Amir, tell us a little bit about you. You know, I know you have a YouTube channel. Just go ahead and give the audience a little bit about you first.
I got a boogie and go see my neighbor, man.
All right,
Prince, okay, thank you, Mr. Bigmont. We appreciate your time.
Okay. All right, peace. Yeah, so I have a platform. Guys, if you go to dynastymir.com, basically what we're connecting the diaspora back with Africa via art, commerce, and culture. And then I have a show, Search for Uhuru is the page, the name of the site here on YouTube as well. So go and subscribe and all that good stuff. And we are going to beat Bama tonight, but go to dynastymir.com and everything will be there. And
well, you know what? You could.
Every time we score, I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you every time we score.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you taking the time. You know, please hit that like, subscribe button. Trying to grow this channel, and you know, and we're going to talk about with Saturday. It's what we talk about as far as with football. The other points, I talk about a matrix, a circle, subjects, rather finding ways to win, because there's a way to win in everything. You know, you just got to you have to uncover it, veil to you, but you're never backed in a corner, in my opinion. There's always a way that you can find a way to win out of any situation. I really believe that. There comes a lot with wisdom, subject matter, perseverance, dedication, and hustle, but you can't find ways to win. So hit that like, subscribe button, share. Well, we appreciate it. Hope your favorite team, whoever they are, will put a smile on your face this weekend. Calling the game, I'm thinking Alabama. Let's say Alabama. Let's go with like 33-35 to 29. Because it's going to be a close game. Neither one of these teams are going to go in there and just blow each other out. These are two super heavyweights. And and both of them are hungry. So I'm giving Alabama obviously the edge because I went there. And so we appreciate you guys very much, Prince Amir. I wish that with this the season that we have with this COVID, man, I wished I could have took you to Tuscaloosa, man, and hosted you. We just showed you a great time like that, and I hope one day you extend the invitation for me to do the same with Georgia. As far as we're coming there, never seen Athens. It's a great campus. Just like to be around Stanford Stadium and see what that atmosphere is like. And just would love to go watch a game and things like that. So, man, best of wishes to everyone. Have an awesome weekend, and thank you for tuning in to Find Ways to Win with Fitzgerald Stevens. Have a good day.